Scenario 1. The fragmentation of Russia. With no clear successor to Putin, who systematically eliminated potential leadership rivals, Russia faces unprecedented political turmoil. The absence of a strong central government leads to the fragmentation of the country into multiple territories. Each region comes under the control of local oligarchs or military leaders, who leverage their power to sell off natural resources to the highest bidder. This results in a patchwork of quasi-independent states, each pursuing its own interests. Scenario 2. Economic collapse and revival by oligarchs. The initial shock of Putin's absence sends the Russian economy into a tailspin, with foreign investors pulling out and the ruble plummeting. In the ensuing chaos, a consortium of oligarchs, previously kept in check by Putin's government, steps in. They stabilize the economy by consolidating control over key sectors, particularly energy resources. This oligarch-led economy operates on a model that prioritizes their interests, leading to significant disparities in wealth and power. Scenario 3. Military rule and resource carve-up. In the vacuum left by Putin's death, a coalition of high-ranking military officials takes control, arguing that only they can maintain order. They divide the country's vast territories among themselves, each ruling their domain with an iron fist. This militarized leadership focuses on extracting and selling natural resources, often at the expense of the environment and the populace, leading to widespread unrest. Scenario 4. Nuclear proliferation and terrorism. The disarray following Putin's death leaves Russia's formidable nuclear arsenal poorly secured. Various non-state actors, including terrorist groups, seize this opportunity to acquire nuclear weapons. The world is thrust into a new era of insecurity, with these groups using the threat of nuclear terrorism to achieve their objectives, causing global chaos and demanding a reevaluation of international security strategies. Scenario 5. Geopolitical upheaval. The instability in Russia and the potential for nuclear weapons to fall into the wrong hands lead to a massive geopolitical shift. Neighboring countries, NATO, and other global powers are on high alert, leading to a tense standoff. Traditional diplomatic and democratic tactics prove ineffective against the new breed of terrorists armed with nuclear capabilities. This situation forces the world to navigate a precarious balance between engagement and defense. Scenario 6. Territorial expansionism. In an attempt to consolidate power and distract from internal chaos, some of the new regional leaders within Russia resort to aggressive territorial expansion, using the threat of nuclear weapons to intimidate neighboring countries. This expansionism further destabilizes the already fragile international order, leading to a series of localized conflicts that threaten to escalate into broader wars. Scenario 7. The quest for a new leader. Amidst the division and turmoil, a grassroots movement emerges, seeking to reunite Russia under a new banner of leadership. However, the path is fraught with challenges, as potential leaders have either been eliminated or are too intimidated to come forward. This scenario sees a prolonged period of struggle and uncertainty, with the people yearning for a leader who can restore stability and order, but finding no clear path to such a future. Each of these scenarios reflects a complex interplay of power, ambition, and the quest for stability in a post-Putin Russia. The outcomes vary widely, from economic revival under oligarchic rule to military dictatorships, from nuclear insecurity to attempts at reunification, illustrating the profound impact of leadership vacuum in a country as pivotal as Russia.